Yeah, sure, I tell you what I know, which ain't much. I'm the janitor. I take care of the place, clean up, you know. These actors, oh, they treat me real nice. I just don't understand them being so messy. And then I hear one of them say something like, oh, that was neat. Or what you did was neat. Yeah, one thing they ain't is neat. Anyway, I was called in tonight special. I don't work at night, I work in the daytime. I was here today, like usual. I left early since I was to be back again tonight. Left right out that back door, locked up behind me. Yeah, tonight I was called in on account I was to do some special cleaning. Yeah, get here just after that Dana lady, the director's helper. Yeah, she get here first, and I get here right after, and I get to work while she works out there on the stage. I start my cleaning backstage, and then I hear her going on about something what's not right. I figured she's acting, you know. I didn't know then she was talking about finding a dead body.
I don't believe these people think they can treat me like this. It's like they can't think for themselves. It's always, Dana, do this, and Dana, do that, and Dana, will you see if I turned off my car lights? Dana, will you get me a Coke? Dana, there's a cleanup on aisle 4. Oh, good. The lights are on. Oh, what a bunch of whining idiots. Just throw trash everywhere. Who cares? What a bunch of babies. Well, if they think I'll do whatever they want, they have another thing coming. I'm the assistant director, not the janitor. I'll show them. I won't pick up the chairs. Oh, I don't believe it. I did it without thinking. They've got me programmed. No. The dead body doesn't show up in the second act. Who on earth put it out here now? Well, I thought I was the only one here, unless somebody else... Wait. Who changed the shoes on the dummy? Well, those look just like Dexter's shoes. Well, surely he wouldn't have loaned those two-tones to the theater and... Wait just one little minute here. Nah, what am I thinking? Oh, this isn't... I mean, this can't be... It's Dexter! He's... Oh, he can't be... He wouldn't... It's not... Oh, I get it. Good one, Dexter. You really had me going there for a minute. Ha, 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 ha. Boy, will you have a great story to tell the others. How you caught old Dana, yes sirree, Bob. You can stop now. Come on, quit clowning around. The joke's gone on long enough. Dexter? Dexter. I didn't see him. I didn't find him. I don't know anything about it.
Oh, I did.
Listen, I don't care if he is the director. I have my opinions too.
Why are you telling this to me, Kayleen?
I know I'm only an actress.
Yes, only.
I wasn't talking to you, Gordon Donnell.
Are you gonna try and argue with Kayleen now?
I don't know what I was thinking.
Hey, you know, I don't much care for this character I'm playing.
Something amiss, Luther? Your role seems tailor-made.
Hey, this guy's so dumb.
Luther, be thankful that Dexter's letting you speak this time. Remember our Christmas show? You played a bale of hay.
I was a haystack.
I stand corrected.
We're getting the final scene tonight, right? Anybody seen it?
That's Dana's job. When she gets around to it.
Aren't we getting the final scene? Finally finding out who the murderer is?
Well, if anybody would know, it'd be you.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
You're just itching for a fight tonight, aren't you?
I just made a comment.
No, you made a snide remark.
Where'd you learn that phrase?
It was during our summer melodrama. What, you don't think I got brains enough to broaden my vocabulary?
Looks broad enough to me already.
Dana, are we or are we not getting the final scene tonight?
Dana, dear, question before the house. Did Dexter write the final scene or not?
Dana. Oh, that's right. That's right. I was the first one here, so I found Dexter. If anyone else would have arrived first, they would have found the body. It just so happens I was here first, and I couldn't have been here long without finding him, just the same as anybody else. That doesn't mean anything, does it? Like I said, I arrived first, and the janitor got here after me. Dexter? Oh, he never arrived first. He always liked to make a grand entrance. I can only guess he must have met someone else here earlier. Maybe a pickup rehearsal for one of the actors. He was having trouble with... Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. Well, he mentioned to me that he needed to have words with Timothy.
What on earth is wrong with the girl child now?
What do you mean now?
Well, she's always talking to herself, isn't she?
Maybe it's in self-defense.
And pray tell, just what do you mean by that?
Maybe she's tired of listening to you.
Ooh, now that's a snide remark.
Oh, I get it. The silent treatment. Well, it won't work, Dana, my dear. Just because your precious boss, our pompous director, isn't here, doesn't mean you could cop out too.
He's here.
Where? I don't see him. Is he out front?
Do you think I'm dumb, Francis?
No, dumb means you are mute. Cannot talk. What you meant to ask her is, does she think you are stupid?
Oh, well, if I got the question wrong, she'd probably give me the wrong answer.
You know, you have your own logic.
Thank you, Timothy.
Dexter, I know you're out there.
Why do they always keep this place so cold?
Oh, Lois, don't get started in already. The temperature is just fine.
I just know I'm gonna catch my death. Oh, don't say that!
What? What did she say?
Why is the corpse out here tonight? I thought we removed it from Act 1.
That's not the corpse. I mean, it's not the phony corpse. The dummy. That's...
Come on, dear. What is it? First word sounds like...
I can't say it.
What is she talking about now?
What does that poor child mean? It's not the phony corpse.
Dexter, come out, wherever you are.
She's starting to scare me.
Oh, it's all intimidation, Lolo. She throws a scare into you, and then she has the upper hand for the rest of the run. She learned that from Dexter.
Why don't you just drag him up here and tie him up on stage?
I would if I thought that would get him to listen to me.
I'm not that gullible, you know, Glenda. Why do you always talk down to me?
Don't take it personally, Lewis. She talks down to everybody.
What? I don't talk down to you. In fact, I envy you.
You envy me?
Why, yes. It must be wonderful to have the guts to dress like that and go out in public.
Do what?
What does she mean? That's not the real dummy. Is it a dummy or not?
In answer to your question, Gordon, not.
But if that's the dummy, then what's that?
The understudy?
Oh, I think Dana means
Well, Gordon, is it?
Is that Dexter?
Come on, Gordon. First word, first syllable sounds like.
Glenda, would you shut up for 1 minute?
I don't believe it. It's him. It's Dexter. Oh, somebody catch Ava. Never mind.
She fainted again?
Oh, it's one of her best tricks. She faints at everything. Weddings, funerals, card tricks.
I'll try and tell you what all I know. We all arrived together tonight. All the actors came in together and all. Dana was already here. Everyone was making a big brouhaha about how she was acting. She seemed the same to me. Only she was making out to be kind of fidgety, you know? No, not like antsy, none of that, I swear. I can't believe any of this. No, she was acting more like, well, kind of guilty, you know? Oh, and one other thing y'all will probably find out about later. Gordon, my husband, well, the thing is, he loaned Dexter some money. $8,000. And Dexter kept putting him off, you know, paying it back. So I came here not to talk to Dexter. But I couldn't get in. That was around 4, maybe later.
Oh, I don't believe any of this. This is just another one of his tricks. He plays dead so he won't have to answer any of my questions.
Now, why didn't we think of that?
I'll get him up. Come on, Dexter. Gitchy. He's just not paying attention. I'll try again. Gitchy.
That's what I couldn't tell you.
He's really dead?
But I just talked to him this afternoon.
Gordon, are you sure?
I'm not sure of anything. You look.
What are you doing?
Trying to get a pulse.
No, I don't believe any of this. You're all on it with him. This is all one great big joke on me.
Should we do anything about Ava here? I mean, the floor is so dirty.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't sweep up. Dexter was going to call in the janitor. It's just that when I got here and I found him like that. He can't be dead. He just can't. Dexter's such a sweet man, kind and generous. Oh, sure, he can be a bit demanding at times. He's like that. He has a forceful nature, forceful and bullying, as is the temperament of an artist. Sometimes he can be stubborn, childish, vengeful, spiteful, pompous, and cruel. Why would anyone want to kill him? He's never that way with me, though. We have an understanding. Yeah, sure, that's what we have, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Like I said, we have this relationship, this trust. That's why I felt comfortable loaning him that. Did I mention I loaned him some money? When I got here, I started cleaning up, picking up chairs. The lights were already on, so I didn't. The lights were on. Oh my.
You don't believe it, Glenda, do you?
Well, Kayleen, I'm kind of a jaded soul.
When will you believe it then?
Well, I figure about 3 weeks after he's buried, I might start to suspect something.
Now what do you suppose Dana's doing?
Leaving the scene of a crime?
Oh, please.
Look, let's not all lose our heads here. When you say crime, you don't think that Dexter was that so much?
No. Dexter just put himself on a table, pulled a sheet over him, and died of natural causes. Awfully decent of him, don't you think? Will you give me a hand here?
Oh, this is getting to be too much. Just too much. Dexter!
Kayleen, stop that!
I still say he's acting.
He's really dead!
He's a method actor.
I'm sick.
I'm suspicious.
I'm hungry.
What?
I missed supper. Jeez, I don't know what I can tell you that the others can't. I mean, we all got here together at the same time. I mean, they can vouch for that. They have vouched for that, haven't they? As far as Dexter Allen goes, I really don't know him much at all. I mean, he's directed me and all, but that's all. The others can vouch for that. We never saw each other outside of here. I think he doesn't think much of me. Like I'm dumb, you know? I mean, I don't hold that against him. And I certainly wouldn't kill him for that. If I started killing people for that, it would be what they call a massacre. No, I like Dexter. That's why I low him 3,000. Did I mention that? You're writing all this down? It's on my public record, isn't it? You know, in high school, everything went on your permanent record. This is just one of those things, isn't it?
Shouldn't one of us call the cops?
Excellent idea.
Oh, right.
Of course, you know what will happen next, assuming Dexter really is dead.
What?
If we've learned anything from the murder mysteries we've all done, the police will look upon the person who phones it in as their prime suspect.
Hello,
What's he doing?
my name is Luther Wallace.
Oh my God.
I'm at the Palace Theater, corner in Kaufman and Hart. That's right. I like to order a medium all-meat pizza.
Oh, for crying out loud!
That's right. 30 minutes? Great. What?
You ordered an all-meat pizza.
Oh, I know all that meat ain't good for you.
What happened?
Oh, nothing much, dear. Nothing new for you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope I'm not coming down with something. Don't say that! You don't think Dexter died of something catching?
Oh, for goodness sake, Lois, you got that line from Scrooge.
Yes, but the feeling is sincere. I'm not a well person.
Lois, I have been acting for more than 30 years, maybe more than 40. I have known all sorts of actors, young actors, old actors, method actors, natural actors, tall, short, fat, and thin actors. I've known Shakespearean actors and improvisational actors, stars, characters, and extras, hams, shams, scenery chewers, and spear carriers, and not one of them was a well person. Oh.
I can't believe this. I really can't believe this.
Wow, I need a drink.
Me too.
I feel so foolish.
Just as long as you don't feel guilty, dear. Ooh, what's this? Wow, champagne, and it's open.
How long has that been sitting out?
I don't know. Smells fresh.
You can smell champagne and tell it's fresh?
Not really. Why don't we ask Timothy?
Not funny, Gordon.
Aren't you worried about drinking that stuff?
Why not?
Well, suppose Dexter was poisoned.
What?
Hey, man!
Sorry, Luther.
I paid $6 for this shirt. I don't think you were supposed to get it wet.
The prodigal returneth.
What? Oh, Dana, where'd you run off to?
The lights were on. When I came in, the lights were on.
Huh?
On stage. The lights were already on stage.
I'm missing something else, right?
Not any more than the rest of us. So, the lights are on. So what?
But who turned them on?
I would think that would be fairly obvious. Dexter must have turned them on.
But when I came in, I had to unlock the back door with my key. That's the only way you can lock or unlock that door, with a key.
Still not following you, dear.
So, how is it possible? Only 2 people have keys to that door, me and Dexter, and he's... Well, you all know how he is.
I see what you're saying.
You want to let the rest of us in on it?
She's saying, if I understand her correctly, that whoever murdered Dexter,
Don't say that!
well, whoever it was, how did they get out?
Oh, wait a minute. What about all the other doors? Some of them lock when you pull them closed.
Yes, and that's why I had to run and check on them. They all have those burglar bars on them, on the inside. Whoever it was had to leave through that door. Or he never left.
Why do you use the pronoun he?
Oh no, I just thought of something.
What?
I should have told that pizza guy to come through the back door.
Wait a minute. Dana, surely other people have keys to this theater.
Yes, let's go with that line. We'll all sleep better.
Only the owner of the theater,
Well, it's owned by some company, isn't it?
Franklin P. Kaufman and company.
Well, the company must have several keys.
Some company. Kaufman and his 4 cats. And he's overseas right now.
Then we need to check to see if Dexter still has his key.
I do not frisk people, living or dead. Well, not since the 70s, anyway. I know what you're thinking. I look familiar, right? That's right. I'm Glenda Howard, the Glenda Howard, the actress. Why, I've been acting all over the tri-state area for over 25 years. Yes, Dexter Allen, he was our director, but some of the others knew him on a much more personal basis, if you get my drift. Lois, for one. I had no motive to murder him, and even if I did, would I tell you? Wait, don't write that down. I just mean, I know how these murders go. I know how they're carried out. Wait, I mean, after the dead man's body has been discovered, all of the police investigation and all, who looks suspicious and who turns out to be the real killer? Not in real life. On stage. The mystery plays. I'm an actress.
I say we don't find out if he still has his key, y'all.
Why would you say that, Ava?
Because of what she said. That if Dexter does still have his key, then the person who did him in never left is still here. Is one of us. This is jumping to a lot of conclusions.
I can't believe you're all just going along with this.
Again, with the not believing. Or what they're not to go along with.
I just knew you'd say that, Gordon Donnell. You'd love to see him really dead.
He really is dead, and I don't love it, thank you very much.
We don't really know if he's dead now, do we? Do any of us know how to check a pulse? Are any of us doctors? There are other ways to check.
Like how?
Put a mirror up to his lips. Kaylin, you have a hand mirror, right?
Sure, Wait, how'd you know I'd have a hand mirror on me?
It's just one of those given things.
Hey, I don't have to take that from you.
Oh, good heavens, Kayleen. You burn your toast every morning because you're staring at your reflection in the toaster.
You know, Ava, I find it funny how you'd be the one who wouldn't want us to find out about Dexter's key.
And just what do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing, Gordon. Old man, just thinking out loud.
Well, think about someone else, Tim. Old man. This is my wife you're talking about.
Look, do we want to do the hay mirror thing or not? Why not let the police handle that?
And suppose they get here and find out this is all a hoax. Then we'll be guilty and turning in a false alarm.
Nobody has called in the cops yet.
Oh, I did.
What?
While I was checking the doors.
I knew it! I'm catching something! You do realize that'll make you their number one suspect.
What? We are interested in all this, aren't you, Ava?
Hey, Pally, I don't want to have to tell you again.
But what if he's not really dead?
Why would they suspect me? If I had done it, would I call it in?
You would if you wanted to look innocent.
So what if the police get here and find out Dexter isn't really dead?
Let's just think this through now, shall we? We are a theater group putting on a murder mystery. We call in the cops, turn in a murder. Only when the police arrive, they find out there actually isn't a murder. Think that might sound like a publicity stunt, given what I've just outlined?
Then we have to make sure he's really dead.
What's that mean, if he ain't dead? We killed him?
No! But we can prove he's not dead. We call back the cops, cancel the order.
Cancel the order? We ordered a cop.
It's not like we ordered a cop in the box.
Whatever you want to call it, we call them back, tell them not to come.
Well, I don't know anything about it. I just came here for rehearsal, and that's all I know.
Oh, good alibi, Kayleen. That covers you completely. You have the method, the motive, and the opportunity. But other than that, you're in the clear.
How do you figure?
We all know that you and Dexter have done nothing but argue day in and day out. I have lost count of the number of times you've threatened to kill him.
Oh, we all love Dexter. What have the others been telling you? Don't tell me. They blabbed about how he and I were always fighting and arguing, how I was always at his throat and he was always barking at me, and how many times, even when we weren't at rehearsal, that I told the others what I really thought of him. Especially that Glenda. She's always jumping on me, always defending Dexter like she was his guardian angel or something. Why? I don't know. But that's nothing but talk, and that's all they do is talk. Gossip, gossip, gossip. I can just hear them. They told you all about me now, didn't they? They didn't? Can I start over?
Oh, the police will suspect me first, won't they?
I say let them, the police, find out one way or another if he's dead or not.
Will someone listen to me, please? We've done everything. We've checked his pulse. We've tickled him. Kayleen even screamed in his ear. He's dead.
Weren't you the one who was worried about turning in a false alarm, making this look like a publicity stunt?
Well, I'm just trying to think of everything. Do I have to think of everything?
Yes! You do. We all do. We have to figure out a way to concentrate. We have to figure out a way to, get our story.
What's that mean?
We have to get our story.
Francis, are you all right?
What now?
I can't. Oh,
What in the world?
Francis! Somebody do something!
Get her some water.
She's unconscious.
Francis, can you see me?
Not with her eyes shut, no.
Loosen her collar. That's what I do whenever I feel faint.
Whenever the sun comes up.
Does anyone here know how to revive someone?
Lois, didn't you go with someone who knew CPR?
He was a CPA.
Oh, geez, another one.
What do you mean by that?
He means first Dexter is murdered and now Francis. What?
Well, I don't know anything about anything. We have 2 people dead, and no one can blame me for anything.
Oh, great. You didn't believe Dexter was dead after we prodded, poked, tickled, and you yelled at him. But Frances takes a header and bam! You pronounce her no longer of this world. And by the way, not everything is about you.
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
Oh, just let it drop, will you, Kayleen? We have much bigger problems than your ego just now.
Like there's anything bigger than her ego.
Well, hold on, everybody. Just wait. Let's take this one step at a time.
Let me see if I can get a pulse.
Yes, you were so thorough last time.
And
I can't feel anything.
Loosen her cuffs.
Yo, this is happening. This is not happening.
So she's dead too? Maybe it is something catching.
Didn't I just ask that like 5 minutes ago?
What? You think Frances got the idea from Dexter?
What all is going on here?
Take it easy, hon.
Take it easy. All of this is happening under our very noses, and that's all you can say? Take it easy?
he means we mustn't lose our heads.
And will you please stop saying that?
I beg your
Oh,
pardon.
Timothy, she's just upset.
And will you please stop making excuses for me?
Okay, I have just one question.
What?
Does everyone here think I'm a narcissist?
Oh, for heaven's sake.
I don't.
Luther, that means she thinks only of herself.
Oh, then I do.
No. It means she thinks she's the most beautiful girl in the world. No, Kayleen, we don't think that. What you are is grossly egotistical.
Oh, well, then I accept your apology.
Can we stop analyzing Kayleen for a minute here? Don't you people get it? First Dexter, and now Frances.
What are you getting at, dear?
Dexter was dead when we got here, but this time it's different.
How do you mean?
I mean, we're all on the clear as far as anyone knows with him, but anyone here could have done it in Frances, and she died right in front of us. This is what I was trying to tell you. Frances!
Oh,
I try being the voice of reason. The others may tell you that I'm pushy or a bully, but I just try to keep things together. They haven't? Well, I'll tell you. I'm pushy and I'm a bully. I like being that way. Why else would I do it otherwise? I mean, I backed Dexter down many times until he saw things my way. Hey! I think that's why he likes me. Liked me. I mean, he did call me this afternoon. I wondered about that later. Maybe he was trying to tell me something. Or maybe he was trying to make amends for how he treated my sister. The other didn't tell you that? Well, I'll tell you. Dexter and Babs used to go together until he threw her over. Used her, if you ask me. Well, I guess that's what they say. Water under the bridge. Anyways, I was always trying to be the sane one. You see how it was. Of course, I did pretend to die, but that was just to bring them to their senses. Can't you see that?
What do you mean pulling a stunt like that?
What a dirty trick. Just trying to prove my point.
What? That you're an idiot?
Yeah. Glad somebody else gets blamed for that one.
Oh, there's room for both of you.
Look, all I did was fall down to the ground and hold my breath.
And Gordon was in on it with you?
I swear, I couldn't get a pulse.
What? You're saying that me and Gordon planned this beforehand?
There's no need to get angry, Frances.
He's saying that me and Gordon knew about Dexter beforehand and planned on me to put on an act beforehand.
I did? Wow! I must have used more subtext than I thought.
Wow. You did.
We didn't plan anything. I had nothing to do with it. She did it all by herself. Well, doesn't anybody have anything to say?
What happened?
Take it back.
Sorry. No, I did it again, didn't I?
Uh-huh. Don't worry. Nobody noticed.
Good grief, Louis, you scared me half out of my wits.
Oh, look who's talking.
Look, we're all adults here, and we all need to remember our situation.
She's moving center stage.
Oh no, she's gonna make us speak.
We are all in a precarious position, all of us, wandering on as we have to a Kafkaesque event, and all of us players in a real life drama. How many of us are ripe, are ready for such a calamity that has been vouchsafed upon us? We may be innocent, we may be not. But it is not on this stage that we conduct ourselves, but in a way that
We are all but players. Yes?
just won't let me have my moment. Will you, Gordon?
Get to the point.
I'm just saying. Everything may not be as it seems to be. We cannot take everything at face value.
Will the police see it that way?
Is everybody going to step on my lines? Oh!
Look, what Glenda is trying to say in her broad, grotesquely melodramatic way is just how guilty will we look to the authorities? All of us.
Will you stop that?
How guilty we will look?
As a group or individually?
I suppose individually would mean each of us in turn. As I said, who is ripe? Who is ready?
No more soliloquies, Glenda, if you don't mind.
How do you know it was any of us that murdered him?
Well, the logic of the missing key, as Dana pointed out.
Only one key would open
We know
that
about
door.
the key.
Just trying to make sense of it all.
Or if we're gonna make sense, let's start with motive.
Motives?
Yes, Timothy, motive. How about you?
Well, what about me? I wish no harm to befallen Dexter.
Oh, really? What about your drinking?
What?
I have sworn off alcohol and all for.
Timothy, have you been hitting the bottle again?
No. Okay, but it was just a nip, just to settle my nerves.
Uh-huh, and Dexter caught him at it.
You know you could be dismissed immediately for that.
It was just a nip. How'd you know about that?
Dexter told me.
Yeah, Francis, what about you?
What about me?
You were the last one to speak with Dexter.
Who told you that?
You did, when we first got here.
Oh, right.
You were the last one to talk with him?
He was talking about tonight's rehearsal, stuff like that.
Apparently not just stuff like that, since you found out about my drinking. I mean my taking of nips to settle my nerves.
Yeah, I'll just bet.
And what about all the money he owes you? $8,000 last I heard.
Say, there was some chat you and Dexter had this afternoon.
I didn't hear that from him. Ava told me.
Ava!
He owed you money?
So? I didn't kill him. You want motive? What about Kayleen?
Me?
Yeah, Kayleen, What about Kayleen?
She and Dexter were always fighting. And she threatened him.
Artistic differences. You can hardly call that a motive.
I think I just did.
We are running in all different directions. You know how these things usually resolve themselves. It's always the person you last suspect, right, Luther?
What? Oh, me again? What is it with you people? Besides, I didn't. I mean, you can't think that No, I didn't do this. They didn't phone it in.
Will you get off of that? Oh, who are you?
Sorry, I just came in a little earlier. I didn't want to interrupt anything. Wow, you can sure learn a lot just by listening.
I can imagine.
Hey, you are fast. What is it? $9.95?
The pizza guy.
$9.95. For what?
Where's my all meat medium?
What's this?
$10. What I owe you? For the pizza? You can keep the change.
Oh, he must be saving up to buy another shirt.
Here we go again. This always happens. Let me explain. I got here to investigate a suspicious death.
You're the.
Lieutenant James Todd. I got the call since I was visiting my uncle in the neighborhood. I'm a cop. Ain't it a kick? Honest.
Well, in that case,
So, what's up?
You're the police.
Talk about bad casting.
That's the genuine scoop, folks. Man, I just love the theater. What, no scenery? Wow, are you guys doing Our Town?
Oh, God.
Everything goes by so fast. I can't look at things hard enough. I love that show.
We're familiar with the play.
Oh, so this is the Corpus Delicti?
No, the victim is Dexter Allen, our director.
All right, so this is him.
No, he's over there on that table, underneath the sheets.
Wow, I have a selection.
She fainted. That's a dummy.
Dummy.
He's a dead guy.
Wait a minute. Let's see some identification, if you don't mind.
Yeah, what are you, 14?
Looks like 12.
I get this all the time. I come from a family of baby faces. You know, my grandpa still has to show his ID to buy beer. Whatever. I'm older than I look. And how's that?
Well, it looks real.
Right. And we've got plenty of others back in the prop room that look just like it.
A suspicious nature, huh? Good for you. Can't be too careful. Tell you what, does anybody have a phone?
I do.
You know the police station down on 5th and Detroit?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Call and ask them to ID me. The number is...
Right. We don't believe in your badge number, but you're going to give us a number we can call?
Dial info, run the route if you like. Meanwhile, I'll have a look around.
Call them.
On it.
Okay, so, who discovered the body?
she
She
did.
did.
Yes. Can I have the number for the police station on 5th Street? Thank you. She's dialing.
And, who phoned it in?
She
did.
Wow, it's like having a Greek chorus. You found the body and phoned it in?
I am so sorry.
Police brutality!
What'd I
Yes. This is Gordon Darnell. We called in a crime about 15 minutes ago. Yes, the Palace Theater. Anyway, this kid shows up. Name
say? James Todd.
James Todd.
Just call me Officer Jimmy.
Sounds like a kiddie show. Hey, boys and girls, do you know what time it is? It's time to toddle on down to the scene of the crime. Let's all step over the crime tape and see what happened.
There. It's okay.
What?
You were just doing your civic duty. There's no need to cry.
They all said that I'd be your prime suspect.
They did? Now why would you do that?
I didn't mean anything by it.
What'd they say?
Well, they said that he's a baby face, usually wearing a baseball jacket and a cap. Says he looks like a pizza delivery boy.
Well, if you're a cop, then you should be able to tell
Tell what?
if he's really dead.
Yes, we tried to check ourselves, like his pulse.
Which you're not very good at.
Well, I'll see what I can find.
Yes, that's him.
Right.
Oh, my.
Ava's back.
Huh?
You blew town again.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It started getting big laughs.
Officer, we don't want no trouble. We thought he was dead when we phoned it in. But if he's not,
Don't get tense on me, ma'am.
but we will be charged in, turning it a false alarm. Or whatever you want to call it.
We get this all the time. You know, there was one lady, who called in because she thought her husband was dead because he wasn't snoring. Oh, and there was another time where a lady phoned in on the weekend. She wanted us to drop by. She apparently crashed the car, and her husband was due back from a business trip on Sunday night.
So, why did she call?
I think she was trying to make a reservation. I assume you placed the sheet on the body as to not alarm the ladies?
No, it was there when I got here.
But if we could keep it there, some people...
All right, dear. We all know who you're referring to.
Well, I'll see what I can do under the circumstances.
Who's the kiddo?
He's the police.
No, really.
It's legit. We've run a check on him and everything. You really need to stop doing that fainting bit, dear.
Yes, Ava, it's old hat. We've all seen it now.
You think I'm doing this on purpose? At least I'm showing some emotion. You don't seem to be feeling anything at all. Almost like you knew Dexter was dead when you got here.
And just what do you mean by that?
I think I just said, didn't I? Ugh. Gordon!
What's he doing under there? Developing pictures?
He's dead! Oh, I beg your pardon. He is deceased. I didn't mean to sound so callous. I'm sure you all have fond memories of him.
You'd
Yeah,
think
yeah,
so, wouldn't you?
I mean, it's only natural that once you found out he was gone, you began to get teary and remembered all the cherished moments you had with him.
I always
That's right.
I think I passed out.
That's a safe bet.
And what's this? A prop?
No, that was here when we got here.
Maybe it's poisoned.
Remember, she's the one who said that.
Now, the next thing we should do is check the area and make sure no one else is here. Could you men make a search?
Us?
I mean, you all know the layout a whole site better than I do.
Certainly, it would seem to be the thing to do.
I suppose. I'll check the dressing rooms and the prop rooms.
Me for the tape booth.
Me for the lobby and hallways.
What about us? We're not helpless, you know.
Well, the culprit might be dangerous.
Wait. He said it might be dangerous. What does he mean by dangerous?
Will you get going?
Let's not gloss over this dangerous thing here.
Now, I'm thinking the rest of you can help me.
How do you mean?
Well, was the stage here as it is now when you first arrived?
I think so.
Ah, there's a method to his madness.
Wait. I moved some things around. I was the first one to arrive. I didn't mean it. I mean, I wasn't trying to.
No. It's okay. You didn't know.
No, I didn't. I was just trying to do my job.
We can sure see who the teacher's pet is around here.
What about fingerprints?
Timothy was right about you. You really are investing, you really are interested in leaving something behind. Aren't you, Ava?
No, but it's like Glenda said. We've all done these types of mysteries before, and that's usually what happens next, right?
No. What usually happens next is the group is divided, and then someone else becomes the grave candidate. Sort of like what just happened here.
Well, then let's stick together. That way, we're all inside of each other.
And then somebody always says that. Now, don't they?
What's your name?
Dana Pugh.
Can you reset the area as it was when you arrived?
I think so.
Atta girl. And you are?
Francis Preston.
Right. Dana Pugh is reconstructing the SOC. She was the first to arrive. I am now speaking to Frances Preston. Now, Frances, you're an actress?
That's correct. We're all actors.
What play?
Well, except Dana. She's assistant director.
What play are you rehearsing?
It's called I Ain't Got Nobody. It's a murder mystery. One that Dexter wrote, of course.
How does it end? I mean, just for kicks. I mean, who turns out to be the killer?
We don't know.
You haven't read your script?
It wasn't finished.
And you are?
Lois Birdwell.
How do you mean that? I mean, that the play wasn't finished.
He was giving the scenes to us as we were to rehearse them. Tonight we were getting the final scene.
The final scene! It isn't here! The final scene isn't here!
What?
Maybe you picked picked it up when you cleaned up.
No, I only did the chairs. Besides, there should be copies here for all of us.
Let me get this straight. You don't know how the play ends?
Hello, sports fans! I'm Glenda Howard.
Will you stop it with your snide remarks?
You're repeating yourself, Ava dear. And yes, that's correct. Only Dexter knew how the play turned out.
So, in other words, he knew who the killer was.
Didn't I just say that? Or words to that effect?
Well, I just want to make one thing clear. I'm Kayleen Cooper, and I don't know anything.
Tell him about the key.
Key?
Oh, well, when I got here, I had to unlock the back door. It only locks both inside and outside with a key. And all the other doors are locked and barred on the inside. And the only other person who has a key to those doors is Dexter.
Well, also the theater owner has keys, but he's overseas.
And he has 4 cats.
Do you think they have a key?
No.
Then what are you wasting our time on some stupid cats for?
Okay, well, I just have one question for you then.
Me? Why me?
Oh no, here goes Old Faithful.
Wait, no. I just wanted to know your name.
Oh, I'm Ava Donnell. I'm Gordon's wife.
So there are only 2 keys to this building, and they're both still here.
If Dexter still has his key, we haven't. I mean, nobody had the heart to go through Dexter's to see if he still has his key.
And if he does still have his key?
That means the killer is probably still here. Probably still inside the building. And it's one of us!
Luther!
Sorry, couldn't resist.
Did you find anybody?
Out here.
Then you should probably come back down here.
Okay. Oops. Sorry.
Now, officer, what are your real questions?
My, real questions?
You may have us think that you sent the men off to look for intruders, but really you want us to fess up. Isn't that right? Tell us all about them when they're not in the room.
Now what gave me away? My playful smile, my boyish naivety.
What can we tell you about them? We only work with them. That's all.
Well, some of us knew one certain gentleman more than just what we saw on stage.
If you mean Gordon, then I have nothing to say.
I don't know.
Look, whatever the others have told you about me, just take it with a grain of salt. Biggest bunch of gossips I've ever met. Sure, I loaned Dexter money, but I wouldn't have done that if I didn't trust him, right? Besides, how could that possibly be considered a motive? If I killed him, I'd never get my money back. You want motive? Just ask that Timothy some questions. That guy can't put the bottle down. Oh, sure, he'll tell you he's on the wagon. How many times we heard that one, huh? I've heard it's gotten worse lately. Dexter told me that, and he ought to know. You just check that out with some of the others. Well, that's if you can get a straight answer out of them. Bunch of gossips.
That's it? You're not gonna grill her?
Oh, I don't think so. Besides, I already know a bit about them.
Like what?
Well, her husband, Gordon, is it? He seems to have loaned money to the deceased. A large sum, judging by what I heard.
How did you know?
We were all discussing it when I came in. And the other man, the one searching the lobby.
Timothy Price.
Now, he seems like a logical type who, apparently, has a drinking problem.
You might say that.
Now, before you say anything, I would like to be completely open and above board with you. As I'm sure you've heard, Dexter had caught me taking a drink or two, or 10, but now I say that in efforts to show you that I'm cooperating completely with your investigation. But you also must know how Dexter was. He was what they used to call a spellbinder. The way he spoke, gesticulated, created, carried you along with him in his flights of both fancy and reality. He could hold you there in the palm of his hand. And you not only believed him, you believed in him because of who he was and what he could do.
And the other one.
Luther Wallace.
He'd be the last one you'd suspect.
He's rather slow where thinking is concerned.
Or anything else.
Really? It seems he knows how to work a tech board, as he just proved with those sound effects, and I'm told those can be quite complicated.
Now, what's next? Are you going to send us off on some wild goose chase while you ask the men about us?
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Really? What do y'all know about us?
Didn't find anyone lurking in the hallways. So, what did I miss?
We dissected your character and you came up wanting.
What a bulletin.
Nothing to report, sir. No one in the prop rooms or the dressing room.
Oh, what about the green room?
You know about the green room?
I minored in drama in college.
He went to college?
I had a feeling.
No one there either.
I'm back.
You know, for policemen, you sure don't seem too concerned about the evidence.
Don't poke the bear, Francis.
If you pick it, it'll never heal.
Well, he hasn't grilled anyone. We mentioned fingerprints and he passes over that. Now we mentioned 2 keys to the back door and he brushes that off as well.
Well, I have a magnifying glass in my car that I can go get and get on my hands and knees examining the stage if you like, a la Sherlock Holmes. I love those stories. Now about this play. You say Dexter wrote it?
That's right.
Oh, you think after all these years, I'd remember.
Sorry.
A random element has been introduced.
Now, where did he come from?
Yeah, we just searched the whole building.
Not thoroughly enough, though, apparently.
It's a big building if someone wanted to hide.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to interrupt your rehearsal. Just pretend I ain't here.
No, so you know what's going on here?
Oh, you're just gonna get something and left in the truck. You won't even know I's here.
No, I mean, you know about the murder.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a murder here this time. But if I don't get that ladies' restroom clean...
Ladies' restroom.
Nobody told me to check there.
Oh, sure. And what would you guys be saying if I did go in there, huh?
He's got a point.
Can I ask you some questions?
Me?
If you have a moment.
Oh, this is one of those plays that gets the audience involved, huh?
No, our director has been really murdered!
Oh, you all are suspects then, huh? Oh, doing a bang-up job of it, too. Looking real guilty and all.
Who are you?
Me. I'm the janitor. I think he did it.
Why does everyone think it's me?
You're the janitor.
The janitor!
What? What's the matter?
He'd have a key.
What's your name?
Theodore Butler. Now you all don't mind me. Just gonna get that cleanser out of my truck.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
What's going on here? Who are you anyway?
James Todd, I'm a policeman.
Oh, you should have gotten an older actor. This one's more like a pizza guy.
Not pizza.
Can you just play along?
Okay, your backup is here.
Sergeant Mallory! Everyone, this is Sergeant Mike Mallory. He's a policeman.
We figured.
Wait, you don't want to hear his credentials?
Nope.
I believe him.
No, he looks like a cop.
Thank you.
Don't make him show something.
The forensic boys are right behind me.
Oh, great.
So what do you got here?
I'll get to that. Look, the team is gonna want to clear this area for their investigation. Is there any place you guys could go? The green room would be a perfect place.
You want us to stay there for how long?
Until you're told differently.
Oh, you're all taking this real seriously, ain't ya?
I can't believe this is happening.
Just do as you're told, hon. I have a feeling this will be all too real. All too soon.
Once more into the breach, dear friends.
Linda.
Yes.
Shut up!
Oh,
I can't believe you got me out at this time of night.
Now, Mike, I told him not to bother you.
You did not.
Yeah, you're right, I didn't. That's why you're so good at what you do. You can read people.
I could read you if that's what you mean. Now, can you tell me what you found so far?
Well, that's the body of Dexter Allen. Judging by his face, I'd say he was poisoned. We also have a champagne bottle and assorted glasses which need to be tested.
Fingerprints too?
Mm-hmm. Can't be too careful on this one, Michael. We can fingerprint the others down in the green room.
Okay, Professor. You got anything on your suspects?
Well, I know at least one of them is lying.
Okay, so we have the suspect, the method, the murder weapon, and all your suspects in one room. Talk about your one-stop shopping.
Call in a couple of black and whites. I want them to guard all the exits, cordon off the vicinity. I don't want anyone other than our guys coming or leaving the area.
Right. I'll question that group, get their testimony. Talk about the Todd luck. You got everything laid out for you.
That's what's bothering me, though. It's too simple.
What?
It just hasn't clicked yet. It's not real. When it rings true, I get a click in my head.
A click.
Sorry, it's from Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. I love that show.
And while I'm grilling the others, just what are you going to be doing?
Me? I'm going to catch up on my reading.
Ask a silly question.
Yep, just too simple. And hasn't clicked yet.
He hasn't done anything. He hasn't grilled anyone. He hasn't fingerprinted anyone. La-di-la-di-da.
Hey, they fingerprinted all of us. They gave you that lotion to clean your fingers.
Well, it didn't work too well on me. Do you mind?
If you ask me, that guy, that Jimmy, is just trying to put the pressure on one of us so one of us will crack.
What do you mean, crack?
she means spill the beans, tell all we know, become stoolies, sell out our pals, give testimony, blab until.
Do you always pad your parts?
I was just trying to explain to Luther. Sometimes that takes a while.
Well,
Thank you. Hey,
Well, it's working on me. I swear I'm getting a case of the hives.
Don't start in with all your ailments, Lois.
What? It's really starting to itch. Oh, I know they're going to pin this on me. I just know it.
They don't have a shred of evidence on you, Dana, unless there's something you're not telling us.
I told you and the cops everything I know.
What is it with you two?
I didn't mean anything by that. I was just thinking that you might have forgotten something.
What?
How would I know?
Would you stop wriggling? What's the matter with you now?
Nothing.
Then why are you... What in the world?
I mean, we've all probably forgotten something that we're not telling. It's simply human nature. What are you doing? Welcome to the monkey house?
she started it.
Sorry.
It is just the power of suggestion. It's all in your imagination.
It's not all in my imagination. I'm just a sensitive person.
And you're very noisy about it, too.
Holy moly.
What now?
Oh, so this is all in my imagination? Is it? Look at this rash.
Oh, for Pete's sake, Luther. That's not a rash. That's your shirt. Huh? the dye from your shirt bled onto your chest. Did you even notice that your rash has a pattern?
I told you not to get it wet.
So you really don't know any of these people?
I used to work here. I figure the less I know, the less I can get in trouble. Been doing this for quite a while.
I won't tell anyone. You can tell me. I mean, if you know anything about the actors.
Well, you know, you hear things.
You let me know if you think of anything.
You betcha.
Okay, ladies and gents, I have found out one thing which you might be interested in. Dexter Allen's real name was Dexter Allen Jablonski.
No wonder he changed it.
None of you knew that then.
Even if we did, does that make us guilty?
So you did know his real name.
We there was this party like a year ago. We had a few too many, and
I understand. Wouldn't you mind taking a seat? Would you be
we're
comfortable?
all suspects in a murder. How could I be comfortable?
Please. Thank you.
She's taking this awful hard, isn't she?
Okay, let's get a timeline here. We all know that Miss Pugh there was the first to arrive.
I didn't mean it. What?
Then the rest of you all arrived soon after.
So it would seem.
Are you accusing me?
No, I'm just saying it seems as if we all came through the back door together. Yeah. Suppose the murderer was already inside. Then he or she was simply waiting in the dark by the back door and joined the group after we all entered.
Wouldn't you have seen each other in the parking lot?
Normally, yes, but the light is all burned out.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I knew I waited too long.
He did it!
Hang on. Waited too long for what?
They changed the light bulb. In the parking lot. I should have taken care of that when I come in.
When did you come in?
Oh, right after that lady there.
Do you have anything to prove that?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. I do remember her. She was up here talking to herself. I thought it was part of the play, you know.
Do you remember anything about what she was saying?
Oh, this and that. Let's see. She was picking up chairs and saying stuff like, oh, they must think I'm their slave. Always having to pick up after them. They can't do anything for themselves. Bunch of whining idiots, big babies. You know, like that.
Does that sound about right?
Not my exact words, but this day just isn't working out for me at all.
Wait a minute, I just thought of something. What Timothy said a while ago. Suppose the killer was already inside. He just blended in with the crowd when we got here.
Okay, let's get this key thing settled. Mike, come here a minute, will ya?
Yes. Officer Todd, did Dexter have his key on him or not?
Oh, I haven't heard anything on that yet. Have you heard anything back from the lab?
Not much.
What about the contents of the deceased's pockets?
Found his wallet. That's how they were his identity to National NDB? National Database?
Hey, where did you get that pizza?
Kid showed up a while ago and delivered it.
That's mine.
Luther, sit down.
No, I ordered that pizza, and I'm still hungry.
Sorry. You want this?
Never mind.
Anything else?
Kiata brother! What? Same party. We got to talking about families.
What else did he tell you?
Nothing. Really?
Well, he certainly never told us about any brother.
Can't say that I'm surprised. Turns out his brother, a couple years his senior, has a record as long as your arm.
For what?
You name it. Blackmail, arson, car theft. You probably know him as Hector Jablonski, better known as Blackbeard Jablonski.
Uh-huh. Anything else?
Nope.
Could you eat a little quieter? Please!
Sorry.
What?
You find out anything?
Not too much to speak of. Some things just don't make sense. I mean, if Dexter owed these people money, why would they want to off him?
Professor, that's the bill of goods one of them tried to sell me. It's where experience comes into play. You need to take things to the next step, as it were, looking outside the box.
How do you mean?
You don't think of these people as being owed the money. You ask yourself why they loaned the guy the money in the first place.
Blackmail?
That'd be my guess. A few tricks he learned from Big Brother.
Uh-huh. Good point. Okay, now let's get this key thing settled once and for all. Theodore!
Ah, yeah.
You said you came in right after Dana. I mean, Miss Pugh. So you wouldn't have had to use your key, is that right?
That's right.
Go with Sergeant Mallory and check your key on that back door, will you?
Of course, this way.
Fine. Waste of time, but fine.
Well, what good will that do?
Just checking his alibi. Now, about this play, you say the deceased wrote it?
Yeah, but not very well, by my venture and opinion.
Well, I don't know about Mr. Allen, but I do know that a lot of authors tend to put a little bit of themselves into each work. Do any of you know if this is, well, autobiographical?
How do you mean?
Look, we show up here tonight to find Mr. Allen dead, a bottle of poisoned champagne, and the last scene of the play missing. Now, we are meant to believe that that last scene was incriminating in some way. There was something in it they didn't want to find out.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, how were each of you cast in this particular show?
We went over that several times and cast the show with what talent we had.
With the best that you had. And as actors, we had to stretch ourselves completely to portray the character as written.
Yes, and we're nothing like those flimsy, one-dimensional types Dexter writes about.
Uh-huh. Well, someone has graciously written in your names alongside your roles.
That would be my script.
Gotcha. Okay, let's see. Clem Hunk, a hulking oaf with the IQ of a brick.
Hey, yes, but I have lines this time.
Right. Pansy Parnell, a naive, clinging hypochondriac.
I'm working to bring her character to life the best I can.
Bessie Mae Beulah, a southern belle, unable to face reality, given to fainting spells.
Why does that sound familiar?
Harlan Beulah, Bessie's crabby husband, a complaining barnacle of a man.
Yep, that's me. That's the part I'm playing.
Maddie Lou Maelstrom, a shallow, egotistical lady who keeps herself aloof.
I'm really working on my role.
Your diligence in maintaining your countenance? Mind-boggling.
Percival Puce, a pompous lout who hides behind big words to mask his lack of character.
Here.
Myrtle Blatch,
My part.
a bullying know-it-all with the gentle touch of a truck driver.
Well, I've been working out.
Working out? She can bench press a bus.
Not bad. And finally, Clothilda Balustrade, an aging dowager who's lost sight of both her past and her feet.
I have been chosen to play that particular role.
Yeah, nothing like the real people at all.
I noticed that this group seems to have a few, issues with each other.
Oh, I know. I tried to get Dexter not to cast some of them, but he insisted. He says that conflict makes for great theater.
Yeah? This must be his dream team. Okay, I noticed that in the play, the murdered man, dead when the curtain rises, had secrets on all of the other characters, which he was using as blackmail.
So?
So, is this true of Dexter Allen Jablonski? Did he know anything about you? Anything that he could have used against you?
He would not be
That's ridiculous.
No.
Okay, what about the money that he owed you?
What? Okay, who blabbed?
You did.
Huh?
You were talking about it when I came in.
Big deal. You are not the only one he owes money.
He borrowed from you too, then.
Did I say that out loud?
He borrowed cash from a lot of us. Yes, me too. So, Gordon, you can stop whining.
His key fits.
Oh, what? So you think I murdered him over a measly $12,000?
Big deal. I only gave him $3,000. Who said that?
Suge, you told me it was 8,000.
Well, I didn't kill him.
Then shut up.
Sorry. Just trying to get the facts straight. I know you can't take it with you. Apparently, you can take somebody else's.
Sounds like a motive to me.
Don't start, Timothy.
I just can't believe this.
I'm just opining.
Not here.
I'm just opining.
Opining. Speak English.
Well, the two of you could have gotten into an argument, and then in a sudden rash move, you
I
decided...
suddenly and rashly found a bottle of poison, put it into a bottle of champagne, and then, in an angry fit, offered it to Dexter, who then drank it down.
We don't know that he was poisoned.
He was poisoned.
Surprise, surprise.
Right. Let me know if you think of anything else. One question, does anyone know of anyone who was threatening your director recently?
What?
You threatened him?
I wouldn't exactly call them threats.
Yeah? A few days ago, you told him you'd like to run him down with your car?
Yes,
15 times, then throw him in the trunk, and then lob him in the river with the rest of the garbage.
You're taking that out of context.
Yeah, if only Dexter were here right now, he'd laugh himself to death. I didn't mean that.
No, she's right. He's the kind of guy who'd love to go to his own funeral.
Linda.
Well, he was.
What funeral? He told me he wanted to be cremated.
When did he tell you this?
Huh? What? A few days ago?
What'd they tell you?
Not too much, only that they found 2 sets of fingerprints on the bottle. The deceased and yours, Mr. Donnell.
What?
He did it!
Can you account for that?
Sit down, Luther. Oh, now, wait a minute. I didn't kill him. Oh, wait.
Think fast, old man.
Yes, I touched the bottle when we arrived. You all saw me. You remember. I threw the champagne on Luther.
And you owe me $6 for a new shirt.
That's right, he did.
I just thought of something. You asked about the play, how it might have been autobiographical.
Right?
Well, the murdered man, in the play, I mean, he was having a fling with one of the other characters.
Oh, yes. He and I were madly in love. My secret is out. Oh.
Nice reading. Totally unbelievable.
That was the idea.
What about Lois?
What about me?
Come on now, we all know he threw over my sister for you. Admit it!
No, he said he'd take that part out of the script.
I knew it. I thought you were awfully emotional tonight.
I didn't kill him!
All right, enough of this. Let's run this guy in.
What? Me?
You have motive, and we found your fingerprints on the bottle.
I already explained that.
Mike, let's not jump the gun here.
Jump it.
What I want to know, who even put the bottle of champagne out in the first place? For all we know, the janitor did it.
I don't know nothing. I just work here.
Oh, and why are you even here tonight? I've never seen him around rehearsals before.
I ain't here them hours. Only I got a call from that guy, the director, the dead guy.
We come not to praise Caesar, but to bury him.
Yeah, he told me to come in on account I don't like the way I'm doing my job.
Oh, and we're supposed to believe that without Dexter here to verify your story?
Wait. Dexter told me that he was tired of finding trash backstage and in the restrooms. He said he was going to call in the janitor and make sure he did his job. Job. Sorry, no offense. I barely found any trash, but Dexter was such a fanatic about those kinds of things.
You know, I thought he might be.
Yeah, I'll see. I still say he's the one who looks guilty.
Stop that!
I don't want you
Everybody, please settle down.
Hey, what do you know? I don't have a motive.
He owed you money too. You got just as much reason to kill him as Gordon.
Don't help me, dear.
How come you were the last one to talk to him?
What? I can't help with that.
You can't help that you heard his final words?
Hey, he called me.
I don't believe that.
Look, there's no reason for everybody to go nuts here.
And you're the one he was having an affair with. So let's not forget that poison is a woman's weapon.
So you could have done it then.
Me?
Think about this. When Dexter died, someone had to put his body on that table. Somebody struck.
Then it could have been a man. So get out of my face.
You started it. Well, I'm in the clear.
What do you have?
You're sure? You're just the one who kept threatening him.
I was kidding.
Oh, tickled him to death!
Shut up.
Good. You should know, the deceased... Listen,
Will everybody please sit down?
What if you meant to pick up that bottle so everyone could see?
What are you raving about now?
You did the heinous deed. You committed the heinous crime. You pick up the bottle again, thereby giving you the perfect alibi of being there in the first place.
You read it out for me since day one. Get back here, you!
Hey! You're not supposed to do that!
What else did Dexter tell you?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? You don't want to remember. You loaned Dexter $3,000?
Yeah, he asked, what's it to you?
Huh? Nothing?
Hang on. Did he also get money from you?
He said he was in a bind.
Come on, Kayleen, where were you this afternoon?
Oh, don't try to throw suspicion on me. You're the one that's kept so calm, so collected, even when we found out Dexter was dead.
I just didn't want to believe it, that's all.
You didn't believe it? Just when was that, Glenda? You sure never told us, because you've never let on to anything. Why? Oh, I'll tell you why. Because you weren't surprised when we found him dead. That's why.
Stay away from me, Gordon.
That man died from a poison bottle of champagne. So I know more about booze than you.
Gordon, will you get a hold of yourself?
You're not supposed to run away from me! You won't
He had nothing to do with this, officer. You must believe me.
you can't account for him every minute of every day, now can you?
We always let each other know those things. Every day, every minute. I always know. Well, when I'm conscious anyway.
I haven't accused him of anything.
But you told him. You told all of us about how his fingerprints were on the bottle.
It's just routine questioning. Now just let us handle the case.
But he's acting so guilty. I wonder why that is.
Yeah, Ava, I wonder why that is too.
Oh, now don't you start.
What about that key? Dana has hers, and she found the body. She could have easily got here earlier, and...
And what? You think that I could...
Well, I actually do have some information on the key. I'd rather everyone heard this. Folks, if you please.
I'm normally this way.
What, an old fossil?
Folks, if you please.
What now?
Hang on, an incoming announcement.
Good, this is stirring up a lot of dust.
Will everyone please sit down?
Whatever.
I don't think I want to hear this.
Why not, Ava? You were sure were curious earlier.
Thank you. Mike!
Will you two knock it off?
Oh my God.
What do you want to do with these two birds?
Watch your stuff.
Just have him take a seat.
Jeez, what a gang. Actors.
Well, I have found one thing which may, or may not, be important.
Oh, wow. Real news! Or not.
Gordon, will you let the man speak?
I just got word back about Dexter's wallet.
But, Professor, I told you about that already.
That's the thing. That was all they found on the body. No cash, no coins, no keys.
What? No keys?
Wait, so this was a robbery?
A murder! And robbery.
So what? He was killed for what he was carrying? We're talking about a petty thief?
A petty? He could have been carrying thousands of dollars.
So you're saying that this is a blackmail scheme gone sour?
No, I don't think so. Of course, I'm running down a hunch about that.
Just out of curiosity, and I don't care what the others think, but why don't you think it's a robbery?
Yeah, Professor, how come?
Well, look at it this way. For some reason, the robber has to resort to murder to commit the robbery. And just what method does he or she use? Poison. Then after the deed was done, the robber goes through all the trouble of placing the body on a table, covering it up with a sheet, and then leaving the glass and bottle for all of us to find. No, it's too complicated, too involved, too theatrical.
You can't.
Of course, I'm just running down a hunch about that.
Just
You can't blame
is no reason to look in my direction.
Will you stop it? What is it with you people? No wonder why you're actors. As real people, you stink. I have trouble getting suspects to talk. I can't get you people to shut up. Is it too late to take a personal day?
But you're doing so well. Yes, Dana?
Does this mean the killer left and took the keys with him? And if so, wouldn't that make us all innocent?
Yeah.
Thank you. If I could keep you all here a little longer while I run down a minor thing.
What thing?
Well, that's what I'm waiting on right now. As soon as I get a phone call, look at that. Right on cue. Whatever. Todd here. Go ahead. That's right. You did. You're sure? Right, I'll let him know. And thanks. All right, now before I go on, does anyone have anything else to say?
Out of your mind? Didn't you hear what I just said?
You said that if I remembered anything, I should tell you.
Go ahead.
Well, the thing is, that director, he was talking to me, you know, about what he needed me to do and all, and he, just in passing now, he told me that I should tell him if anyone come in. And it was like he was scared when he said that.
Who? Did he give you a name?
Well, I'm trying to remember that. I think it was Don something or other.
That's it. That's the final piece.
Oh, I helped out then. I mean, that's what you're looking for.
It is, and thank you.
Well?
Now what?
I don't know, but the janitor must have told him something important.
Yeah, he's not sitting down.
What?
Just be ready.
Sure, whatever you say.
Sorry about that, folks. I had to make sure that the killer was working alone, that he didn't have any...
Accomplices?
That's the word. Thank you. And now, I can all tell you who the killer is.
What? You can?
About time.
It wasn't me, was it? I mean, he doesn't think it was me, does he? I mean, I couldn't. I mean, I didn't do it.
Okay. Well, this gets a little complicated. See, the first thing that tipped me off was...
Hold it. You're not about to go through one of those long 4-page monologues detailing how you found a note that led you to a piece of lint with a spot of blood that was found on the vest of the person eating popcorn next to the killer, or some harangue like that. You know, like Hercule Poirot.
Love those stories.
Just tell us who did it.
Yes, for heaven's sakes, just tell us who the killer is.
You can fill in the blanks later.
Okay. Jeez, y'all are impatient. The name of the killer is Dexter Allen.
What? He killed himself? A suicide?
I don't believe it.
Again with the not believing.
Of course. He said it was theatrical. Dexter's the most theatrical person we know.
But he never said that. He never let on that he was. But and I don't want to keep harping on this. What about the key?
He must have gotten rid of those beforehand.
After he locked the door? Why would he lock the door?
So somebody took his keys and the rest of his cash?
But who would have taken the key out of his pocket?
You
I mean,
did.
who would have thought about that?
You did?
No. No one took the key out of Dexter's pocket. In fact, the key was never in Dexter's pocket.
Okay, now you can fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
When I said the killer was Dexter Allen,
Oh, what's going on here?
I mean the killer is Dexter Allen.
What?
To be specific, Dexter Allen Jablonski.
It's him! I don't believe it!
Hey, that's my line.
He's alive!
Oh, Ava, not now.
Wait.
I guess Halloween is over.
Don't try to make a run for it. The place is surrounded.
So I don't suppose you want to tell us why you did it.
Dexter!
Why don't you first tell us how you figured it out? You can imagine I have a vested interest in hearing that.
I would suppose so.
Wait. If he's Dexter Allen, then who?
Oh, I thought that would have been obvious. That was his brother, Hector Jablonski.
Blackbeard?
Identical twin.
You look just enough alike to pass, as you can tell. Continue.
See, the first thing that set me off was how this whole thing was set up. I mean, the body was placed on a table, covered up with a sheet, and then the poison bottle left out for any and all to find.
You did say it was theatrical.
But more than that, why? Obviously, because somebody wanted the murder discovered quickly and the body disposed of. He wanted us to focus on the suspects, taking the spotlight from the corpse. And didn't one of you say that Dexter would have loved to go to his own funeral? Then you said something that caught my attention. You said that Dexter had wanted to be cremated.
That's right.
And that got me thinking. And then there was this business about the key.
Oh, not the key again.
What happened?
Sorry, Suge. You pass out, you pay the price.
Gordon!
Just listen and try to remain conscious. Is that too much to ask?
What about the key?
Why would you leave the door locked?
I locked it after Hector got here. I forgot, all right? But I can't think of everything, apparently. And who thinks of anything as trivial as a missing key?
She did.
Wait a minute. When I interrogated you, you said the janitor came in after you.
Hey, that's what he said.
Don't be so hard on her, Michael. It was her clue that cracked the case for me. Good for you.
Thank you. That was quite clever of me.
So what about the key?
When I found out that the body had no key, I remembered that you did. And when Mike there reminded me of your brother and his rather sinister past, hey, I had a hunch. That was the one flaw in your crime. You had to keep things moving. You had to keep the focus on this group here and away from the body. That's why the disguise is the janitor.
Huh?
If Dexter could keep us suspecting each other, no one would think to look into the fingerprints. The body had already been identified, and prints only used to match with those around the theater, on the bottle, so on and so forth. But he knew if anyone ran those prints through the national database,
They'd know they were Hector's prints.
that's just what I had the lab do. Of course, you knew that if you were caught at the crime scene, you'd be fingerprinted as well.
I had to come up with someone who would normally be here but rarely seen.
And as the janitor, you'd have the perfect excuse for your fingerprints being on everything. That was tight. Once I found out who the deceased really was, that left only one suspicious character.
Only one?
Don't you see, Mike? He had a great plan here. As Dexter, he could leave one set of false clues, and then, as the janitor, leave another set of red herrings.
Wow. He could corroborate himself.
Oh, I wouldn't want to see that.
One question, if I may. When I told you about someone named Don, how did that help you?
That's the thing. Like I said earlier, I had to make sure that you were working alone. And when you said that Dexter was afraid of someone named Don, you figured I'd connect it to Gordon. Gordon Donnell. That cleared him.
Thank you. Huh?
True, we did find your fingerprints on the bottle, making you the only one with any suspicious and solid evidence. He jumped to that, figuring to seal the deal, giving me yet another false clue. But if he really did help you murder your brother, the last thing you'd want to do would be to implicate him. If he outed you, you'd turn around and out him. Simple.
I was expecting to frame Timothy. He's our major soak.
Sorry to disappoint you.
So what happened? Blackbeard shows up to your house looking for a hideout?
Right. Except he had shaved his beard by then, but he wouldn't leave. And then he started hinting to me that it would be a good idea for me to fork over a large sum of cash, or else...
He was blackmailing you?
Well, I knew if I paid him off, it wouldn't last. He'd be back for more and more. And then, when he put on some of my clothes, I realized just how much the two of us looked alike. That's when I got the idea. Oh, I won't bore you with the details. This afternoon, I set it all up. He didn't have a clue. Oh, he came in and poured himself a drink, laughing the whole time. I knew he would. He was always such a bully to me. Never expected anything. Not from little old helpless me. Then it happened. You know, when someone actually dies, it's never like you think it will be. I mean, never like you actually see it on the stage. I mean, he didn't ride or flail about. He didn't gasp or grab me and make a scene. No, he just got a strange look on his face. It's not like he stopped breathing. It's not like he stopped living. He just stopped. Then I put the body on the table, covered it with a sheet, turned over a couple of chairs for good window dressing. You know the rest.
You killed your own brother!
We didn't have a close family.
By this time, you yourself owed lots of money to lots of people.
Yes, on top of which I had one clinging female who wouldn't leave me alone.
Dexter!
She'll be sneezing yet. As you said, once the body had been cremated, I'd be free to start a new life, and no one would be the wiser. And you cops would still be looking for Blackbeard Jablonski, who by that time no longer existed.
All right, that's enough. Let's go. Great job, Professor. You have the right to remain silent. And please do. You have the right to an attorney.
1 minute, Mike. One more question, if I may, Mr. Jablonski.
Oh, ask away. I have nothing but time.
You could have chose any time to do this. Last week, next week, but you chose tonight. Why tonight?
You know, don't you?
Just another hunch.
What? What?
Well, I guess you could call it writer's block. I couldn't figure out the mystery. I could not write the last scene.
Click.
Maybe, you could take a look at it.
I'll let you know. Nice work as the janitor, by the way.
I had to make him just unbelievable enough to be believed.
Right. How Oscar Wilde of you.
Thank you.
Oh, though I do have to nitpick about one thing. I think your name was a little much.
Oh, well, just a little joke, just to see who's paying attention.
Name? What about his name?
Theodore Butler. He still doesn't get it.
The old butler did it.
Oh, and if you think my janitor was good, wait until you see me do madness once more into the breach, dear friends. Now is the hour of our discontent.
Okay, Shakespeare, let's go.
Oh, officer, I have always depended upon the kindness of strangers.
Mike, tell the other guys that they can take off.
Right, Professor.
True. Nervous? Very nervous I was and am. But why would you say I'm mad? Oh, the disease has sharpened my senses, not dulled, and not destroyed them. Oh.
Clap for him.
He just used me. Oh, dear Lois, he used us all.
Yeah, it almost got me sent up for murder.
Next time, dear, don't take a drink until it's offered.
What do you think will happen to him?
Oh, he'll get a fair trial. One thing about using poison as a murder weapon, you can't really prove self-defense. Oh, the rest of you are free to go now, if that's okay with you.
Her? What does she have to say about it?
I mean, after all.
After all, I'm now the director.
Huh? I suppose that's right.
There's no supposing about it. There are going to be some major changes made around here. Tomorrow night, you all show up here and on time.
Now, just 1 minute.
You do want this job, right?
We'll be here.
Oh, wait a minute. We don't have a play.
I'll get with the board of directors and we'll hash out something. If nothing else, we'll do this one as an audience participation show.
And just how do we do that?
We'll do the scenes as written, and then we'll have the audience vote on who they think the killer is.
And then we have to do what?
You're actors. Act!
I can't believe I was so naive. Read your character description again, Louis. It's all there.
Very nicely done.
Well, thank you. I really enjoyed that.
I bet. Say, all that talk about pizza made me hungry. How about getting a bite to eat with a cop on the beat?
I'd love that. Thank you. Say, you did a pretty nice job yourself there figuring all that out.
Well, I have to admit one thing. Dexter was very unlucky.
Oh, I think you're just being modest. You got all that just from my clue about the missing key?
Well, that, and I guess you could chalk the rest up to heredity.
Heredity? What? Your father was a policeman?
Not exactly. You know, take my uncle for the person I was coming to visit when I got the call to come here. You know, it's funny the way he makes his living.
Really? What does he do?
He works for this theater as the janitor.
Oh. Oh! Wow! That sounds just like an O. Henry twist.
I know. I love those stories.